Hey, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. I hope you enjoyed the video. I was asked by a commenter about the coronavirus vaccine. Had the Lord revealed anything to me about it? And He has, but very little. And I think that's more or less because I was already against it. I was already against it from the get-go. And the reason why, about 3 weeks after the pandemic had started, after it had come to the United States, the Lord had spoken to me just as clear and plain as day. You shall be spared. And at first, those first few weeks, man, I was just as scared as everybody else. I was walking around constantly changing out gloves and all of these types of things. And yeah, it was like the boogeyman was after me. I all but hid under the covers. And after the Lord had spoken to me about that, the fear just really left me, and this boldness really came on me, and I started thinking back to my actions and in the previous weeks and how ridiculous they were. And He really opened my eyes. He said, now I want you to sit back and watch this. Just sit back and watch it. Just observe how people treated each other. I mean, if you fell out choking, you were screwed. You were screwed. There was no one there to help you. You would just, if you were choking on something, you're just as good as dead. Nobody would help you. They acted like other people were, that they were an alien. And it was very hurtful to see people break down like that. Morals just tossed out the window, and I noticed this. And if I said anything, people would shut down because they knew that they were guilty. They knew that they were guilty. And I would be like, just get out of my way. Just get out of my way. Now, see, the reason why I tell this, something so simple, yes, I had faith in what the Lord told me. Now, how much faith? Just how much faith did I have? I have lung disease. I don't wear a mask. I have no immune system. A slight cold, just barely the sniffles. If I'm not careful, it can put me in ICU and on a ventilator. So it took a lot of faith. It took a lot of faith to take God at His word, but I did. I don't wear a mask. I don't wear it. I refuse. And I live no different. I treat other people no different. I have been exposed to it before, several times. I've even cared for one of my neighbors with it. I would drive the same car that, she was driving. I would take her car to run her errands and things, knowing she had been in it. And she had it. Now, I have always taken caution where I'm a respecter of boundaries and personal space. And I really like for mine to be respected. So, like, I don't just run up to someone and hug them. I don't hug somebody and kiss them on the cheek no, don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't get in my face. You can speak to me from here. It's fine. Don't reach out to touch me or anything like that. No, even if you're kin to me. No. No. I'm not affectionate like that. I just but so my lifestyle has not changed any different, or how I communicate with people. I don't stand over people and breathe on top of their head while standing in line. That gets on my nerves, y'all. That really gets on my nerves. That's why I hate going to Walmart. People try to stand over me and smell my hair, and it's like, God, don't do that. But anyway, it's very easy for me to pick up, sickness and stuff. Okay, why haven't I gotten it yet? Why? How? And see, I raised a question to the Lord. Last year, I remember him saying, the answer, the cure for this virus is already here. It's already here. He wasn't talking about a vaccine. He wasn't talking about a medicine. It's faith. That is faith. And it's a preventative. That's the vaccine we need. That is the vaccine we need. Okay, so, yeah, I thought, yeah, because I haven't gotten it. And it blows my mind, man. That gives me even more faith because I haven't gotten it, and I don't wear gloves. I don't, I'm not fooling with that. I'm just not going to fool with that. Okay, so you've got puppets for the devil, right? Okay. Now the devil comes in and he's slick. He's slick. He's not going to knock on your door and be standing there in, a red jumpsuit and little horns and a pitchfork and say, "Hey, I'm the devil. Can I come in?" And no, he's not going to be straightforward like that. And so he builds people up in pride. And in the honor and glory of men, and they seek it from other men. Now here is the great deception. Here's the biggest deception about it all. These puppets that the devil is using, they think they're doing good. They don't know any better. They really think that they have the best intentions. That they have the best of intentions. That what they're doing is honorable. And it's not. It is not. But like Bill Gates, you have his name, right? He's one of them. He comes up and he develops these vaccines. He's offering peace and there is none. Jeremiah, what do you see? This is what I see. He's offering peace. He's offering safety. He's offering a false sense of security. Just like the false prophets. in the book of Jeremiah. And Bill Gates, the Lord says, I am the gate. And this was strange. He says, I am the gate. And the gates of, and it went from Baal to Bill to Beelzebub. It was like a Rolodex of names of different gods. And the gates of Baal shall not prevail. Now, prevail in what? Prevail in what? You can find these two when you test the spirits in John 10:9 and Matthew 16:18. The Lord had spoken to me about its purpose. About its purpose. I was like, what is it for? What is it for? What are they using it for? I know they're saying it's a vaccine for coronavirus. What is their intention behind it? What's in it? He said to prevent hostile takeover. Now, I didn't know what he was talking about. I had no idea. Had no idea. I was like, what? How can this be? What is that? Okay. A hostile takeover. These types of takeovers are usually bad news, affecting employee morale at the targeted firm, which can quickly turn to animosity against the acquiring firm. So, in other words, she's trying to keep people at a complacency, water them down, so they don't rise up and fight. And rise up and fight them and go against what they're about to do. So this is what it's for. And this causes me great concern. Because I had a prophetic dream last year, and the Lord was showing me, and I was amazed. I was not disturbed by what I saw, but at first He had me standing in this dog kennel, and I could see all these green fields, and there was like rolling hills. Nothing was planted, just grass. But there was these dog kennels there. They were full of stray dogs. Some of them were having puppies. And some of them were being made to have the puppies early, like they were still in a string of pearl type. They would take the puppies, the people who were raising these stray dogs. They would take the puppies and force them to go into labor with them. And they would take these underdeveloped puppies and eat those raw. And then they would take the full gestation puppies. And I seen somebody on the inside of their house, they had this big boiler, and it looked like cooking oil, and they dipped those puppies in it. It was gross, and they was eating them. This was on U.S. soil. These were Americans. They were eating puppies. I felt, now it being with the Lord, in the Lord's presence, I felt no disgust. It was just, I was there to observe. I was there to look. and see what was going on. But people had resorted to being lower than a dog. Lower than a dog. And so that dream may be linked to all this stuff. It may just do it. But the Lord has not given me a whole lot on it, like I said, for the vaccine, because I'm against the vaccine anyway. I'm not putting that into my body. I'm sorry. 10 years, I've got I don't know, another head coming out here, or, extra toes growing on my right hand. So there's no telling what's going to happen with that. I mean, I'm not going to fight too hard to save my flesh. So, I mean, I can't be threatened. Absent in the body is to be present with the Lord. And I don't have a death wish. But that's just the way it is. That is just the way it is. I have to be realistic about it. And so, but it gives me an analogy, like to prevent hostile takeover with the vaccine. It gives me this analogy. He showed me where the seed of the gospel is implanted in someone. So you picture a seed go into the ground. If it's watered down, if the soil is watered down and boggy and soggy and nasty, that seed will sit there and rot. It will sit there and be just complacent and rot. It won't do anything. So, yeah. Need to start praying about the truth to come out about, this vaccine. Something is definitely because I'm here to tell you. I get sick at the drop of a hat. And I'm constantly on the go. And I haven't gotten it. I mean, I take the Lord at His word. I believed and I walk in faith. I come and go as I please. I do what I please. Just like I did before. In fact, even more so. So, yeah, I'm walking by faith and not by sight. And so far, that's been my preventative. So, anyway, you just need to consider everything very carefully and pray about it if you are right there at the threshold making a decision to take the vaccine. But anyway, I hope this blessed you. I hope this encouraged you. And I thank you for watching.